वाहेगुरु जी का खालसा वाहेगुरु जी की फतेह. Yet another sexual abuse case, and yet again the culprits are all from the same community, the Pakistani Muslim community. 7 people have been convicted in Rotherham of horrendous crimes committed against children. And one of the girls in the court said that she was raped by up to 100 Asian men. At least 100 Asian men raped this girl by the time she was 16. 7 will be behind bars. What about the hundreds of pedophiles? These rapists are walking the streets of Rotherham. The police should look at them as well. So from gang rape to being raped in the forests, in car parks, in cars, in hotels, in rooms. We've heard it all before. We've heard it in Oxford. We've heard it in all the other cases in Rotherham, Rochdale, Newcastle, Leeds, Bristol, everywhere. The pattern is the same. These people preyed on the vulnerabilities of these young people who were living in care homes, but they weren't cared for. So they needed that attention. 14, 13, 15, raped on a regular basis. They were raped by Muhammad Imran Ali Akhtar, who's 37, Asif Ali, 33, Tanvir Ali, 37, Salah Ahmad Al-Hakam, 39, Nabil Khurshid, 35, Elaq Yusuf, 34, and the 7th man cannot be named for legal reasons. Were all convicted, and they're all going to be sentenced on the 16th of November. So we've heard it all before, how these monsters preyed on the vulnerabilities of young girls and passed them on to other people across the city, driven to taxi stands, being raped by all the taxi drivers and everything. The abuse was horrendous. One thing that stuck in mind is that when one of the perpetrators, Ali Akhtar, heard that the police was looking into them, in July 2015, he rang a victim, and the victim recorded the conversation. And in that recording, he was talking to her. He said, he was telling her, he says, the thing is that it was a wrong time. And when Satan, the devil, is whispers to you and says to you, enjoy life, take drugs. He wants you to do haram. The devil wants you to do haram. Hey guys, he's not even taking responsibility of what he's done. He's blaming it on someone else. He's blaming it on the devil. It's crazy, just gets crazy. And this Rotherham investigation from 2014 onwards up to 2024, this is going to cost you and me 90 million pounds. 90 million pounds of our taxpayers' money is going to something we already know. There's a pattern there. We know the pattern. We know the perpetrators. The majority of the perpetrators. We know. These were horrendous crimes, and my heart goes out to all the victims, and I hope they get all the help they require, they need, so they can become, from victims they become survivors, and from survivors they become thrivers. And hats off them to have that courage, to have that strength, because you know, one thing is going through the rape and everything, and then you put it on the back burner, and then you've got to be there in trial, and you're preparing for the trial, and it takes years, and then there's 8 weeks of it. It's a very harrowing experience, and hats off to these girls, you know, for having that courage to put these perpetrators behind bars. So guys, I hope that all the other perpetrators, the hundreds of other Asian men, that were doing this thing, they get caught. And once again, hats off to these girls for their courage, and other girls who have been abused in the past, the present. They need to come forward and report it so that our streets are safe for our children. Be aware, be prepared, and stay safe. ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ.